Hey folks, this is Ben Gussel. How's it going? I'm just gonna make a quick video here. And yeah, I think you'll well just get into it here. This is actually gonna be a short one. Just kind of up for a sec. Gonna be going back to bed here in a sec for a little bit longer. Basically, okay. So as you guys might know, I travel to different students' homes to teach music lessons. And that sometimes means if I have a whole bunch of students and I'm getting hungry, I need to stop somewhere to eat. But I gotta sometimes go someplace where it's really quick. So, of course, what kinds of restaurants are supposedly known for being fast and they're in enough places where you can find them pretty quickly on your route to different students' homes? And yeah, well, McDonald's, right? McDonald's and probably Jack in the Box, those two. McDonald's and Jack in the Box, at least where I live. They're very much all over the place. All those restaurants. So I haven't had to, you know, I gotta say, what I honestly have to say, it's been whenever I've been to McDonald's, and I probably go more often than my parents do, even when they're younger. And maybe it's time. And I don't eat a whole lot of that food because it's really just kind of a here and there thing. It really isn't. It's really not that often. But nice to get a little hot food. So But so it's been a great. It's been a great. You know, I guess you could say my McDonald's eating experiences in the past. Sure, it's been fine. I like their nuggets. I miss the orange juice they used to have, and I missed even going there on occasion with my family when I was a little boy. You know, and Big Macs. I almost you know why I'm speaking this way. I'm speaking this way because I've decided just to totally boycott them for the rest of my life, every single one of them, and I'll tell you why. Tell you why. The obvious reason why a lot of people boycott McDonald's has to do with things like they're just unhealthy, right? And they do environmental damage in Brazil with all the cows. We understand that. Yes, yes. Here's my final nail in the coffin here, with regards to never getting any more convenience food, even if it's just a box of chicken nuggets on the way to a music lesson I have to teach. Then others, because I'm way away from home and I'm driving around. So yesterday, I'm rushed. I'm really rushed for time, right? I'm like up trying to get through the drive-through, just thinking, oh man, I could use a sausage egg McMuffin. The egg is good, the sausage is good. Get a little hash brown, get a little orange juice. I wasn't looking at the prices. I thought I wasn't getting very much. So I wouldn't have to pay very much. I paid nearly. It was a little bit over $9 after taxes. $9. Nine. You heard me right. $9 for these sausage egg McMuffins are not really all that big. Not really. And I mean, it's something. It's not like a burger, but the McDonald's burgers are teeny anyway. And then one hash brown and a little thing of orange juice. That's probably good if you're like 8 years old. They probably want seconds too. $9 for that amount of money. You go to Subway, you could get a Subway sandwich, like a 6 inch, with a meaty Subway sandwich with a drink, and it would come to that much. And that's a 6 inch Subway sandwich with meat, you know. Or, and I was just because a lot of people are cooking at home, and I'm the same way. I calculated this in my mind. If I took 3 pasture-raised eggs, for the amount that I paid for those pasture-raised eggs, just 3 of them, a potato, cut it up finely, onion, cut it up finely, even organic, and then add in some chorizo or breakfast sausage, I could easily have a filling breakfast for $5. Five. Because the dozen pasture eggs I got recently were only $5 for 12 of them. You kind of split that in 4 different groups, comes to $1.25. $1.25 for 3 eggs, plus the potato and onion is definitely no more than $2. And then you add in the sausage, and that comes up to, it's like probably $3 for the amount of sausage you're going to eat with all that other stuff. Mix it all in, comes to $5 with your whatever drink you're having. You can even have water, a little bit of fruit juice. You're probably not even going to break, $6-7 for all that food. You can make it home, and you're spending $2 extra for not even a third of that of what you're getting in your homemade meal. Forget that. Screw McDonald's. Screw them. I mean, I guess we have to bring sack lunches, and we can also see what Jack in the Box and Wendy's and all the other guys are up to. Their dollar menus are probably a bit more reasonable. And personally, I think that both the premium stuff and the dollar stuff, you shouldn't have those 2-tier things anymore. You should just have your menu items. Just hamburger is this much. Da, 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 da. Just one price fits all. Why would you have this confusing system where, if you know the system and you eat, but it's like you don't want to eat that stuff very much at all, often very much anyway. And, the refills are great, but if they're costing the company money, as I've heard somebody mention on, I don't know, was it Quora or something? If McDonald's or whoever else is losing money by the free refills, and then they're getting back their money from charging people way too much for junky food in the drive-through, what kind of a business is that? But that's not just McDonald's. That's like a lot of fast food places operate somewhat under those situations, and everybody has a dollar menu. But I suspect there's some, every business does things a little differently. Me personally, and increasingly more and more, I mean, Wendy's has always been actually a pretty solid place to go. Wendy's, Arby's if you want a roast beef sandwich. And Arby's is pretty reasonable. They have greasy, like, potato things too. But just go to Five Guys. I mean, they give you free peanuts. I got a free milkshake at Five Guys. I don't know how that happened. They called out a milkshake, but nobody was answering it, and they got free milkshake. It's, if you really want to fill up, and it's like, service is actually not too bad. It's pretty fast, fairly fast. It's more of a sit-down place. It's true. I just think, kind of like the buffets, fast food restaurants may have their days somewhat numbered. Maybe not quite yet, but there come a point in time where people are going to get sick and tired of not just the unhealthiness of it, but also that the service might slow down. You're probably going to you've had bad service at fast food restaurants at some level for a while because, well, you just have less skilled workers and whatever. It's a system, and things are chaotic, and that's not really on the workers. I can't blame the workers oftentimes, but it's the convenience side of it. It's not convenient to have your order messed up all the time because you have younger workers that are getting flustered, and it's not it's not. It's just not a very great business model, right? If you want speed and you want accuracy and good food, the Asian teriyaki places, the Asian teriyaki places are definitely better, definitely better, and they're eating up a lot of that market. You see more and more, at least on where I live, you see a lot of them. But you're going to pay about the same amount of money increasingly because these fast food places are charging more, which is ridiculous. You can pay the same amount for more food, better service, and you probably wait just a little bit longer. But depending, but a lot of turkey places is not all that long really either. I mean, like, man, and then you have like I've even seen burger places. Like I think Herfy's Burgers over here is I haven't been there for a while, but Herfy's is a little different. They have, well, it's just they're good burgers. I just think they're a different kind of burger place. But anyway, they do a lot of fish and stuff, and it just results in some funny smells, I suppose. But anyway, so I don't eat at McDonald's very often. I don't. But again, it's just these little things. If I just need a little bit of extra fuel food on the way to a student's home, so it's often just a few chicken nuggets and that sort of thing. But it's just they're ripping you off, ripping people off. Unless you're always getting your McDoubles or something, or that's all you get, and you don't get the breakfast stuff, or I don't know what they got. I can't keep up with their dollar menus because if you don't eat there very often, you can't. It's like if the last time you went to McDonald's was like a year or two ago, how can you? You might, I don't know. And then you're in the drive-through, and you know what you want, but looking at all the prices, you're like, what the heck? Just 20 items. 20 is plenty. But just have them right there. Boom, 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 boom. Really easy to see. Are they going to do that? No. They're gonna keep doing what they've been doing, and McDonald's is just. I've heard McDonald's has some nicer restaurants. Why don't they have more of those then? Because more people are getting healthier. More people, probably they like the quickness of some places, but it's something I think I want to say. On some level, I think a lot of people will make time for food increasingly if they realize, oh, maybe I just need to make time to eat, right? Instead of anyway, but no, I just think sit-down restaurants are still the thing in the future. Sit-down restaurants that are not too expensive, have hot food that doesn't take too long to make for people. The nicer restaurants will always be there as well, but your casual restaurants are sit down, but you're not waiting very long before you get your food, and then you're out there pretty quick. Those are going to grow, especially if they stay in the $10 range, or right in that ballpark. 10 to 15 tops. 15 is still, but we always have inflation going on. But I just think that the days of the $5 eat out for $5 days, I don't know. I mean, you can still do it, but you have to be. I don't know. And there's also, in addition to Jack in the Box and McDonald's, there's also Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I haven't eaten at Taco Bell for a heck of a long time. A heck of a long time. Oh, so I boycotted McDonald's. This is what I'm saying. I'm just no longer eating there. Period. The rest of my life. If they're gonna do that stuff, they're gonna charge close to $10 for that amount of food. Is just stupid. And nobody, who. I was really pressed for time. I just didn't have a lot of time to look at all the prices, and I don't go to McDonald's very often, so I don't know their menu very well, and I know it well enough to know what I want, but I don't. It's not like I don't go there often enough to know. I mean, I eat sushi. I eat sushi probably more often than I eat fast food. I don't know. I don't keep track of these things. There's a place nearby where I live, not too far. Well, it's It's basically corner. It's between Linwood and Edmonds. I guess you could say technically it's Edmonds, but there's a burger place where you can still get a really great burger, fry, drink kind of thing, soft drink for $5. It's Dick's Drive-In, I think, or Dick's Burgers. That's right, it's Dick's Burgers, and they're a Seattle thing. And yeah, when you're in the vicinity of Dick's Burger, man, that's the one to get because they have great burgers. Really, it's the beef tastes amazing. Everything tastes amazing. They have shakes and everything, and yeah, I mean, like you're only spending $5 at that place. You could get like a burger or two, and you say what's it? You could get a burger, fries, and a soda easily for under $5. Easily, easily. Anyway, what else? Yeah, so McDonald's is a ripoff. They're ripoff. There's no question about it. Anyway, catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.